Oh, hey, Doc. Hey, what's the best fly control I can get here in my mineral?
I'll tell you, generic rancher Ron, being able to control those flies with your mineral is sure a very good part of an integrated approach to keep those flies at bay. Now, there's a couple different options you can go with for fly control delivered through mineral. The first and an older option is an insect growth regulator. What these insect growth regulators do is pass through the animal and then accumulate in the manure. The chemical keeps the fly eggs from hatching. So if the fly eggs can't hatch, the idea is we don't have as many flies. Now, there's some things we have to consider though if we're going to use an IGR in our mineral in order to have good effects. First off, remember flies can travel. You can use that IGR in your mineral, but if the guy across the fence isn't using it in his mineral, well, you're just going to get his flies and you're not going to get good control on your flies with that product. The other thing to keep in mind is that IGR mineral is best utilized prior to the onset of fly season. This way, we're keeping the flies out of the manure the entire season. If you don't, then you have manure that isn't treated, and then the flies can use that manure to reproduce, not giving you the results you're hoping for. Now, the other option that is available, it's a more recent one, is the use of garlic in your mineral. Yep, it's the same type of garlic that you'd use to put on your steak if you wanted that little bit of essence of garlic when you're having that steak supper. The idea is that the flies are opposed to being around the cows with garlic breath. I guess those little vampires don't like garlic for some reason. Now, if we're going to use garlic in our mineral, the same principle applies. We want to try to start using that prior to the onset of fly season. There hasn't been a lot of data associated with the use of garlic in mineral, so most of the things that we're talking about with this are pretty anecdotal. But for some, the garlic in mineral, anecdotally, seems to have really helped them control flies better. Now, if you're wondering what options might work the best for you, feel free to reach out to your Sioux Nation Ag Center location or representative. We'll be able to help guide you to the best choice to help keep those flies at bay so you have less fly problems on your cattle. Because after all, biting flies sure hurt that bottom line. My wife is also trying to decide which color she should paint this wall as an accent wall. Probably doesn't help that her husband's colorblind. Can't really give her any good ideas.